18th of April, maybe I can read that paragraph. April 18th, 1994, most of my family members took their last breath. Run and pray. Run and pray.
Sorry.
Where my mother was, and that was the last time I heard her soft voice.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So when now the group of killers
came, you saw them coming.
Yes. Among those killers, there are those who are telling us that they came to protect us. My mother say, run and pray. Who can run, just do. Me and my younger sister, they took us like in the window. We just ran, which I didn't know. My brother, whom I followed, his name was Olivier, followed us as well. Me and my sister, we went to hide inside of one of the killers' house bed. Now there is something I wrote in my book that was very tough for me. When I said I live my brother's life. Now that when they finished to kill my family, they came to look for us. And I had my brother, Olivier, so when he saw where my sister and I entered, apparently the killers wanted to come to that house to look for us.
Right.
My brother, who was hiding in the tree, came down. He called the killers to distract them. He ran on opposite direction. Of course, they ran after him. They killed him. So he distracted them for not coming towards where me and my sister.
To save you.
To save me and my sister.
He exposed himself to distract them.
Yes.
So that instead of them coming to where you are, they start chasing
him, my brother.
So he died for you.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That chapter was so hard for me to write about it. I said that I live the legacy of my brother because he bought my life.
Hi, good people. Susie Ledadem, living positively regardless. Doesn't matter the point at which you are in life, but we rock positivity all the way. I am born again. I am reconciled to Christ, and I am proud about it because it is such a beautiful thing to be in Christ Jesus. My friend, have you met Muheshimiwa? Did you watch the last interview that we had with the bad girl, as you would call her, Millie Othiambo? And when you see me and Millie, you know our story relates. Two ladies who have fought infertility, and we are happy, we are healed, not because we have finally gotten our biological children now, far from it, but because we have chosen. I like what Meshmiwa said about stigma. She said she don't own stigma. What is it that you're going through your life? Probably about your physical features, like we had our guest, and she was telling us people used to mock her for the height, and she was feeling like she's missing something because she felt she's too tall. There, you're wondering, my skin is, I would have preferred something different. What is it that you're struggling with? Don't own the stigma. That's what I took from the Millie Othiambo, our conversation, that don't own it. Let those who are fighting you with it, they think you're tall. Let them deal with it. It's not your problem. They think you should have been a mom by now. You're 40, you're not yet a mom. Let them deal with it. It's not for you to deal with it. Today, I am so excited because I have a guest. I want us to fly. Did you watch our guest from the UK? Did you listen to her story? And now I'm sad is that devil attacks marriages from every corner. I thought it's happening in Kenya where we are asking, kwa kina doa ni wapi? Unfortunately, you saw and you heard what our guest was sharing with us, and she gave us about her story. And so today, I want us to go also to a different we fry out kidogo, si ndio? We fry even when we are here at Suzy Yule Diadem. And so today, I want to introduce the guest of the day. And also, I want to introduce the host of the day. Because today, guys, I'm going to take a glass of water with you there and watch and listen and learn from this beautiful team. Hi, Alexander.
Hi, my dear Susie.
Do you welcome your guest for you?
At your pressure. At your pressure.
Feel so much welcome. We are happy to have you here.
Thank you.
And I will leave you with in the safe hands of my husband here. Welcome, guys.
Yes, guys, we want to welcome you to Susie Yule Diadem channel. And as you said here, we look positively all the way. We are positive regardless of the circumstances that we encounter in life. May they be positive, may they be negative. We have chosen to be positive. And as you have heard this morning, we have our guest. And I have the pressure to re-invite and request our guest to look at the camera there and just tell us who you are, and then we will proceed on with the rest of our talk.
Okay.
Great conversation you're going to have.
Yeah, thank you so much to welcome me at Suzy
Yule Diadem channel.
Yes, Iyo.
Yeah, Iyo.
Yeah. So my name is Josiane Umulinga. I am a born-again Christian. I love Christ. I love Jesus. And I am a mother of 3. I am a Rwandese. And I have been in Kenya for last 10 years. I am a survivor of the genocide against Tutsi. Thank you.
Welcome. You said Josiane.
Josiane.
Am I pronouncing it properly?
It's
Josiane.
Josiane.
Josiane. You know I come from the Kenyan side, Kirinyaga side, and we have issues with S, C, Z. So
okay. You're good.
Yeah. So welcome, and the reason I'm interested with this conversation, and I request that I host you.
Yes.
I've been to Rwanda myself twice.
Okay.
And have been to Genocide Memorial Place. I've met with survivors. And so when I heard you are coming, I felt I really needed to converse this with you because it is deep in my heart. Okay. And I didn't want to have a talk with you on this.
Okay.
And maybe what we would begin is many people have heard of Rwandan or this genocide. What was it? You know, it's good to know what was it. What were its causes? And I heard you saying that you want to begin by sharing your personal experience, the story. So if you can maybe first of all handle those 3, what was it? What were its causes? And personally, what was your personal experience in it?
Yeah. Maybe I can... Okay, let me start with the causes, as you say.
Yes.
And I can come up on my personal story.
Yes.
And by the way, genocide is not an act that happen overnight. No, is meticulously planned and executed. So I saw all those stages, how it was planned, how it was executed, and how it started. And maybe I can go a bit of the genesis of it. And in 1959, there is what in Rwanda we call the revolution. So revolution, it means there is There is Tutsis power that was ruling under monarchy. And then when it calls revolution, it is kind of Hutu take over the country. But from there, they had to kill many Tutsis. Then many Tutsis flee the country to neighboring countries. They have been proclaiming, I'm just giving a summary, their right to come back to they have been denied their right to come back to the country for 30 years. They denied. The government at that time denied them to come back to the country. In 1990 is where they decided enough is enough. We have to come back in our country. Is our right as a citizen. They came now as rebels. 1990.
Sorry.
Yes, they come as rebels to claim their citizenship right. That time, Tutsis who are stayed inside the country became enemy of the country, of the country, over a threat. Is where now we have been accused being the allies to help the rebels because they are our fellow Tutsis. Now is where they started plan to kill us.
Oh yeah.
And to terminate us because we were assumed to be the threat of the country.
So their plan was to exterminate
the Tutsi tribe.
Right.
Yes. So here comes in 1990. My parents was among the Tutsis inside the country. By the way, was very minority Tutsis inside the country. And they started planning how they will kill us. I saw in my book, whoever who will read my book will saw the stages of the genocide from preparation. In the preparation phase is where now the government at that time started equipping killers. With training how to kill Tutsi, how to identify a Tutsi, and even the brainwash.
Now, you are talking of Tutsi being the target here.
Being the target.
Who are targeting the Tutsi?
Hutu now.
The Hutu now.
Hutus, yeah.
These are two ethnic groupings.
We are three.
Three ethnic groupings.
Yes, but other one was like 1%.
1%.
Yeah.
So Hutu, the Hutu ethnic group, they are now targeting the Tutsi.
Yeah, which was ruling.
Yes. People who speak the same language.
The same language.
Yeah.
You cannot even physically appearance, nothing. You can't even tell.
You look the same.
We look the same.
Just the
same
name.
Language. That's the name.
Yeah, the name.
Yes.
The Hutu ethnic community. It is an ethnic community allying against the other ethnic community.
Yes.
And now I'm beginning to understand now.
Yes. Brainwashing Hutu youth that Tutsis, they are the threats, security threats of the country. We are having problems with rebels because the Tutsis inside the country, basically we are accused being their allies of the enemy of the country.
Yeah.
So that government now, the ruling government, started equipping the killers with training, paramilitary training, and buying the machetes, the arms. And now was interesting, each neighborhood, they had to identify who is Tutsi in that neighborhood.
Right.
Yes. That they started demonizing a Tutsi, calling all manner of names, cockroaches. We were cockroaches. We were just demonizing a Tutsi as a less or a subhuman being. And it was a threat in the country because those people, they are people who were living together in a daily life.
The Hutus and Tutsis, they were neighbors.
Yes, the reason why that government, they had to put effort on brainwash Hutus, the killers. convincing them that we have to kill that is the Tutsi is an enemy of the country. That is how they were convinced. Yeah, they have been trained because those people who killed us, they are those people who lived with us in the daily basis.
Here is a neighbor rising against a neighbor.
A neighbor. So you have to give him a reason to kill your neighbor. He's an enemy of the country.
And a less human
because
it's a cockroach.
He's a cockroach. Yeah. So is how now genocide has been prepared. But now between 90 to 94, Tutsi life inside the country was a miserable life.
Right.
We had I wrote in my book that we had what we called a nomad life. Every other week you have been threatened. Today they come to they are throwing grenades to Tutsis in neighborhood. Many Tutsis died even before the genocide. And now that comes in 1994,
right,
where now they planned genocide preparation now is coming to execution.
To be executed
now. Now the catalyst was the plane crash of the crash plane of President Habyarimana, the president of that time, and he was coming from Arusha in the negotiations of Arusha. And the plane crash of President Habyarimana, now the Hutus, they got mad. We are accused to kill the president. Is now they said, now enough is enough. Now is the time. We have to. The genocide started like that. I told you in each neighboring hood, in each neighborhood, they had list of a Tutsi who has to
be
die.
Killed.
Yes, to be killed in that neighborhood. So they started their plan. They had all tools necessary. They had machetes. They had the arms. They had the grenades. And now I can come to my personal story. And in our neighborhood where I stayed, I was in Kigali though. And then in our neighborhood now, my family was on the top list. And
and maybe just before you come to your personal experience, I'm interested with this killing of the president. The president comes from which ethnic group?
He was a Hutu ruling.
Was the ruling?
Government was a Hutu government.
Hutu government.
Yes.
And now that, who killed him in the first place? How did he die? Was it just an accident?
Is what I assume was an accident of a plane. So now that night at 3 a.m., I remember vividly, a friend of my brother who was among the killers, among the group of the killers, maybe he felt guilty. He came to knock to our gate. Of course, the news spread in the country that the president has the flight of the president is on crash. The president died. Like midnight, the news spread in the country. Of course, we were so much afraid.
Right.
But me being young that time, I said, "Oh my God!" Now maybe I thought that our struggle has finished, has ended. And I didn't know that it was now the beginning. I thought now RPF is going to take over.
Yes.
The struggle of Tutsi is going to end. I thought it was that automatic.
There will be peace now.
Yes. Yet was the other.
To your surprise now.
But my mother was so much
worried.
Me being a teenager, I said, no, it's not possible. Why she's that? Now the struggle is ended. But 3 a.m., a friend of my brother came to tell us, to knock on our gate, and he talked to my brother, and he said, and by 6 a.m., we are going to send the first bomb, the first grenade to your house. I don't know if my voice will save you, but please leave that house. At 3 a.m., we started leaving the house. We didn't know where to go at 3 a.m. in the middle of the night.
Now, this one is advising you and concerned about your security
is one of the killers.
Is a Hutu.
He's a Hutu, one of the killers, just being a good friend to my brother. Yes.
Yeah.
And we tried. In the middle of the night, many neighbors didn't know even what happened in the country. We start knocking. My mother said, just go. Whatever they opened for you, you just enter. Everyone went where their friends were. We had a very big family for 9 children. And father and my mother. My father was, since 90, I didn't tell you that when the RPF in Hotanyi invaded the country, they jailed many Tutsis, and my mother was in jail for 6 months.
Sorry.
Yes, being accused of being allies of the RPF in Hotanyi. And but that time when my mother came out to the prison, my father escaped. He went to Burundi for exile. And many were killed at that time. And we scattered that night of 7th of April. Siblings now and my mother.
Yes.
So when they at 6 a.m. when now they throw a grenade on our house, they didn't found anyone. But now the rumors started going around, spreading. Everyone is here. Those people, they are not dead in their house, but they are all over our neighborhood. And we stayed there. The neighbors tried to hide us. And now the Hutus, some were going to kill outside and leave us inside their house.
So some Hutus,
yes,
were sympathetic with your family,
with my family,
and they are hiding you
because of our personal relationship. But
yet they are
go
going
outside
to kill
other.
Yes.
But again, they didn't want to show us that the hatred they had towards Tutsi. There was those lies.
Right.
Yes, but they knew was a matter of time. And because when the news spread in the neighborhood, there is one room which was not fully burned out of our house. And then they said, no, you people, we can't keep you in our houses, because now on the national media, they were saying whoever who is hiding a Tutsi is now
an enemy.
They are working together
with the enemy now.
With the enemy now. Is siding the enemy. So they start telling us, now we are becoming a problem. We are becoming a threat. We are becoming allies with the enemy. So we have decided to go to your partial, not banned. It was just one room. Yes, in my book, I said it was a gas chamber. A gas chamber was a method used in the Holocaust to kill Jews. So I did the analogy of gas chamber, because even that house, even that room, all my siblings, we went back to that room, and my mother, because my father now was in Burundi.
Right.
And we had to, the walls were black because of the fume of the burning. We had to remove the bomb shells, and we lived there.
And just before we come there,
yes,
you leaving and going to the remaining part of your structure, what did you feel with the people who are securing you when you knew they are going out and they are exterminating other Tutsis, and then they come back to you? What were you feeling when you were there?
Of course, we were scared, but again, no one wants to die. We wanted to keep the hope that they will protect us. After their shift, at 7 p.m. they come. They used to come. Of course, they couldn't tell we killed this one, this one, this one. They came to tell us lies. Oh, we are protecting you. No worry, no one will kill you. We are here to protect you.
And they're not telling you they are killing outside.
No, they couldn't.
They're not telling you.
And we couldn't even move. We are in that room. They are the ones surrounding us. They are only maybe the rumors are like, oh, this one had killed that family, that family. On the national, the media, national radio, they used to tell people whom we knew, oh, well done, killers, well done. They had to congratulate.
They were being congratulated, congratulated,
and encouraged,
and encouraged, for doing the good job, of killing the tortoise, the cockroach,
of being a right citizen. Yes, this neighbor, the neighborhood, you are doing well. We heard that family has been finished. This family. Imagine those in news. We believe you. You are not an enemy. We are protecting you.
We are protecting you.
Of course, we believe in that lies because we don't want to believe that anytime soon we are going to be
killed.
To be killed.
Yes. Now you move to back to your house now.
Now the partial house, the remaining room.
Yes. Now
comes the day 18th of April. Those people who are coming to tell us those nice stories that they are protecting us, they came back in another image. And when we saw them coming with there is a way they had to come with a group of people. And now the people who killed my family went to get another killers from another neighborhood. And now when they came, 18th of April, we saw them coming like a very group of killers. 18th of April, maybe I can read that paragraph. April 18th, 1994, most of my family members took their last breath. Run and pray. Run and pray.
Sorry.
Where my mother was. And that was the last time I heard her soft voice.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So when now the group of killers
came. You saw them coming.
Yes. Among those killers, there are those who are telling us that they came to protect us. My mother say, run and pray. Who can run, just do. Me and my younger sister, they took us like in the window. We just ran, which I didn't know. My brother, whom I followed, his name was Olivier, followed us as well. Me and my sister, we went to hide inside of one of the killers' house bed.
That's how you took yourself?
Yes. His one get what was open. We just ran inside his house.
Yes.
We ran in their bedroom. We went under the bed.
Now whatever happens,
he forgot to lock his gate when he was coming to kill us. And my brother Olivier followed us, but he went to another place to hide in another place. Actually, he was somewhere in the tree. And they said now the witness, he's the one who told me the story, how they came to negotiate. The story, they say, now we have an order that we have to kill you today. Now those people who are protecting us with another neighbors, killers from another neighborhood. I say we are sorry. We have to execute that is the work. We have to do it. But we can give you a chance to pray because you people, you are prayers. Now is my mother, my brother, 2 sisters, and one brother.
Yes, you can hear that. That your killer comes to you, and says the order from the government is now to kill you. The only chance we can give you is
to pray. Oh, they went ahead even.
Painful,
Oh, they
isn't
were
it?
so nice to my family. They went ahead.
Yeah.
They give them even the option of not being killed by machete, but with gun, which is less painful. That was a luxury option of being killed by
gun.
Yeah, because it's expensive. And I say, because you people have been good to us, good neighbors, but we can kill you with gun, and we are not using the machete, but you have to buy the gun. My mother has like money in her bra, is what I had. She gave them the money, and she negotiated. A mother is always a mother. She negotiated that her daughters being killed before her, because she wanted to make sure that no one rapes her daughters. She said, I beg you, you kill my children, you kill me last. I become so emotional.
You're welcome.
Yes, when it comes to that, there is no I don't want to face the camera. I become so emotional. And but my mother, I loved mother, by the life of her children, begged that her children be killed before her, because she wanted to make sure that no one will rape her daughters. And then, they killed her. They were faithful killers. They killed her with gun. They shot them. And they didn't use the machete. And me, when I was hiding, was like in 500 meters, very near. I had the guns sounds.
Gunshots.
Yes, the sounds of gunshots. But I didn't want to believe that it could be my family.
Your mother and your siblings are being killed.
Yes, because now the guns were all over, the sounds of the guns were all over the country. But those particular one, they're still vivid. That's particular sounds.
Remember it like it's happening today.
Yeah, because I was under the bed of a killer. And now, how I got to know that was my family killed. The killer came back for lunchtime, and he was now telling how the day of the work, narrating to his wife, how the day of the work went. Oh, today was successful. Family, we finally we killed. My family was Chabakanga. Chabakanga's family, we killed them. Now imagine under his bed, hearing that my family has been killed. But unfortunately, we couldn't find 3 children. 3 children of them. They are still running away. We don't know. They're still in the neighborhood. And the
They are
wife,
saying they have killed the others, but they have not gotten 3 children.
The 3 children are missing.
And one of them is under the bed.
2 of them, they are under the bed. Me and my sister. Me, imagine hearing that news. You can't even cry. You can't even shout. You can't even what. Mind, his wife was a good friend to my mother. And they had my mother was like a prayer altar in our house. They ran that prayer room together. Was a very good cross to my mother. But I was surprised. Oh, I want my friend to leave that supporting the enemy. Now she is costing her life. So her response was no remorse, that like over losing a friend and her children. That response was her response. I want my friend to not supporting the enemy. She refused. Now is costing her life. That was her response.
It's like she has gotten what she wanted.
Yes, now the reward of what they have been doing. So we couldn't cry, we couldn't shout, we couldn't do anything. Now the man, I don't remember if he slept, but around 4 p.m. he went back to his duty, and The wife came to the room. She found us, me and my sister. My sister was crying. My young sister was crying. And she looked under the bed. What is going on here? She found us and she said, "Oh my God, are you here? You know they are looking for you
Everywhere.
to kill you everywhere. They couldn't find you." So if my husband find you here, he's the one who is going to terminate you. You better live here. She helped us to get from her gate, from her back house. Yeah, from there we started now a fugitive life. And we were, there is one of my uncle. We met him in a fugitive life. A fugitive life
Now
was in the
you are
swamp.
behaving now fugitive now.
Fugitive.
Learning for your life.
Yes, learning for our life. And yeah.
You and your sister now.
Me and my sister. Now there is something I wrote in my book that was very tough for me. When I said I live my brother's life. Now that when they finished to kill my family, they came to look for us. And I had my brother, Olivier, so when he saw where my sister and I entered, apparently the killers wanted to come to that house to look for us.
Right.
My brother, who was hiding in the tree, came down. He called the killers to distract them. He ran on opposite direction. Of course, they ran after him. They killed him. So he distracted them for not coming towards where me and my sister.
To save you.
To save me and my sister.
He exposed himself to distract them.
Yes.
So that instead of them coming to where you are, they start chasing
him, my brother.
So he died for you.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That chapter was so hard for me to write about it. I said that I live the legacy of my brother because he bought my life. Yeah, I live because he revealed myself. He was the one to be killed in my place. That was very hard. Yeah, the fugitive life was in the swamp, in the trees, in the what. Yeah, there are some good Hutus who knew about our existence, that we are still alive. They could know, even our house helper was a Hutu. He's the one who helped us in a fugitive life. One day he could place us in a swamp, and he bring us food once in 3 days. Yeah, once in a week he could bring us food. He could say, today they will search in that area, you should go place in that tree. That was a fugitive life for 3 months until RPF Inkotanyi took over the country and stopped the genocide. Yes.
That was painful. That was traumatic, isn't it?
It was.
And guys, if you want to know more about this story, she'll tell us something about it, about this book, where she has written about her experience with Luadi's genocide. So, and
Against
also,
Tutsi.
Yes.
We call genocide against Tutsi.
Genocide against Tutsi,
yes.
who were dehumanized to be
killed.
To be killed as cockroach.
Yes.
Cockroach.
Yes.
I want to take you back a little bit.
If you want to buy a book, it's on sale here in Nairobi at Nuria Bookshop, and Somanami Bookshop as well. Yes.
Maybe I'll take you a little bit back. I'm trying to imagine this time under the bed, and the man is telling the wife how successful
the work was.
The work was. Yes, the work was.
civic duty.
The civic duty.
Yes.
Yeah. What were you feeling when you were there with your sister? What was going on in your mind? I want to hear, not what you are thinking, what you are feeling.
Yes, what my feeling was, I don't know what was my motive, but I was so much scared, of course, that I might be the next one to be killed. But I don't know, maybe I had a mission to fulfill. I didn't see myself die. I said I will fight until I survived. But maybe I can come up to my mission, which I discovered later. The reason why I survived among millions of people who are targeted, Yeah, I had a mission to fulfill. Because after the genocide, even the aftermath of the genocide, I got married 10 years after. Yeah, marriage for 15 years here in Kenya ended.
Maybe how did you come from Rwanda to Kenya? Maybe.
Okay, I went to the Netherlands first. Yeah, is where I got married. Then we came back to Kenya just for work. Yes, there is the life after the genocide. I told you my father was, during the genocide, was not inside the country. So he came back. He found that the half of his family, more than half, was killed. And he became now the father of many orphans, his brothers, his sisters. So he became father of us. We become orphaned. Yeah, the life continued, of course, with a lot of wounds, a lot of confusion. We didn't know. Me personally, I had a trust issues. I didn't know how to trust a human being again, because those people who are friends to my family, they are the one who killed my family.
Right.
I struggled with trust issues.
And hatred,
of course. And, the good government came and asked us to forgive. That time, when your wounds are still fresh, you can't understand where they're coming from. The language, what the forgiveness. Why is even necessary? And but now I thank our government. It was a good decision then. We couldn't, otherwise we could be in a repetitive genocide, massacre, killing each other. So they came they asked us to try to forgive. And of course, the genocide, the perpetrators were jailed, were accused, many fled to Congo, to neighboring countries. And but I got married. The marriage ended. It was wound upon another wound.
You got married in Rwanda?
In Rwanda.
By a Rwandese?
And the marriage? To the Netherlands together. Come back to Kenya is where now our marriage ended. But it was a wound upon a wound upon a wound, and I healed the wound, getting another wound.
We call it an insult on the already wounded injury.
Here you go. But now is where I discovered, went now serious to prayers, and God healed me. God, a faithful God, healed my heart. And now I started questioning. God told me that I have a mission. To preach about forgiveness. Is only the way forward. He reminded me that his son is still, even today, on a throne of mercy, forgiving our sins. Is where now I started having a peaceful heart, forgiving everyone, seeing killers who killed my family in the hands of God.
Right.
When God is seeing them, even up today, He doesn't see them as killers. He sees them as initial plan of God.
Wonderful. Yeah.
So when I discovered that, is where I started saying, the forgiveness came to my heart. From all wounds, God, you healed me. And forgive all those who hurt me.
Right.
And I to remind everyone that we have to forgive because Jesus, up to now, He's still interceding for us, for our daily sins. So, is how now my mission of preaching about forgiveness came.
Yes.
And many people ask me, oh, do you think it's easy to forgive whatever you forgave? I say it's not easy, but it's doable. It is possible.
Yeah. It's difficult, but not impossible.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's possible. It is doable.
Yeah.
When you accept the honor of mercy,
Right,
to own your heart. Forgiving is like a race. And on a race, you are a different path.
Yeah, but you see, we are talking of forgiveness. That you realized you are on a mission. God is calling you. God made you to live, to survive, because He had a mission, and the mission is to preach about repentance, and forgiveness, and reconciliation, isn't it?
Yes.
But then you are talking of forgiving. I don't know. I want you to look at that camera. You are talking of forgiving people who even cost your mom to pay money to buy a gun so that she can get a less painful death. That's what you are saying you are in a mission on. A mission preaching repentance, forgiveness, and reconciliation for people who killed your brother so that you may live, who gave your life for you. Are you sure you feel this is the mission?
Yes, worth doing. So as you were asking me if is it possible even to forgive a group of killers who killed 1 million innocent souls because of their tribes.
Yeah.
Is it possible? Is it good thing to do even?
Yeah.
Is it the right thing to do?
Yeah.
You can ask yourself.
Ethically, is it the right thing?
Is it the right thing to do? Yes, it is. It is possible, but forgiveness is not a must. You can't forgive if you don't own Jesus, the owner of mercy in your heart. The right thing? Yes. Because even Jesus, the Son of God, came to die for our sins. So when you see the killers, the sinners in God's lens, what God's initial image, initial mission to our lives was not to kill each other.
No.
So that is the result of the fall. So once you see all the sinners, all the killers in God's lens, is where now you came up on mercy of forgiveness.
That's right.
Is what God wants to us, that we can live in harmony. Yes.
Yes, and also remembering Christ on the cross.
Yes.
Where He says, Father, forgive them, for they know not.
They don't know what they are doing.
What they are
doing.
What they are doing.
Yeah.
So that's now the mission that you are in. Okay. Now there is the genocide memorial, And before you tell us about that, I would also want you to share with us what were the steps that were taken by the leadership that be to make sure that the genocide stops. What were the methods that were used?
The measures.
Yeah, the measures.
First of all, now in Rwanda we don't have tribes. Tribes didn't save us on anything. We don't want tribes. We don't have a Hutu. We don't have a Tutsi. We are all Rwandese.
Rwandese, yeah.
That we can now not having you versus you, me versus you. That we can. That room is no more there. We are all Rwandese. Another good measure, which I thank my current government, was to preach the gospel of the message of forgiveness, which was very hard then for survivors.
Right.
But it was the right thing. Is now, decades later, is where now we see where our government was coming from. Was they saw if there is no forgiveness, of course the perpetrators were punished, but is now decades after is where we said no, that was the right thing to do.
Forgiveness.
Otherwise was a repetitive. If we revenge was a repetitive genocide, massacre was what. That was another measures. Again, now to teach the youth, about young people about patriotism. Love your country, love your neighbor as a Rwanda. Your neighbor is not a Hutu, is not a Tutsi, is not a Twa. It's just a Rwandese. A patriotism.
And begin seeing them as humans.
As humans.
Not cockroach.
There is no cockroach.
Yes.
We are all human beings. Yes.
Yes. And now you say you have said that there was also some legal means that were executed. And my problem is this was an ethnic group against the other. How did you know who is going to be taken to court? Are you not going to take the whole ethnic community to court?
No.
So how did you, how was it handled?
Even Tutsis who survived, they survived because of Hutus. Even our government rewarded them. They have that oath over Hutus. By the way, in genocide, even Hutus who are moderate, we call them moderate Hutus, who are opposing that government, they have been killed as well. They are Hutus. Many Hutus died as well during the genocide. Who are opposing that government
because they sympathized with the Tutsis.
Not even that, they were not. They were not. They are opposing the ideology of that
government. Yes.
Not only about Tutsis matter. Even the ideology was of that government. Yes. They were killed. What was the question again?
So I was just asking. Here we have a whole ethnic group rising against the other. If there are some who are taken for prosecution, how were you able to get perpetrators of genocide, so that you don't have to take the whole community?
Okay, now after the genocide, as I told you, like the Tutsis who were to be killed in each neighborhood were known. Even the Hutus who killed each neighborhood were known. So Hutus who didn't flee to Congo or to another neighboring country, who remained in the country, they were known as well. They were known, this one killed that family, this one killed that family, this one killed that family. So those ones they quoted, they were taken to jail, of course. They got their judgment for different
crimes.
For different crimes. And that is how then we got what was called gachacha. Gacaca was traditional tribunal.
Tell us about it.
Gacaca, because our courts was so much exhausted, couldn't finish. So we had like a traditional tribunal. Traditional tribunal is like each neighborhood could sit down. They had elders in each neighborhood. They voted elders of each neighborhood, and then they brought killers and the survivors and the people who were there to tell the story, how it went. And then people who were, even there, some news we got to know in Gacaca, because the killers were coming to say, oh, this one, the child of this one was killed here and here and here. For me, Gacaca was a very good method for us survivors. We got at least to get to know how our family was killed. We got to know a closure. We got a closure during the Gacaca, and all perpetrators were now punished. Where they got to know that what they did, what the punishment they deserve, and now was the community that was judging them. This one, at least this one he could hide a few people, even if he killed those people. That now the community is the one who that was judging, that was measuring, that was now in the power of the community. Yeah, the punishment was in power of the community.
Right.
Yes. Now some Hutus, they were just in community. They said this one helped us. This one did well. This one did well. And those Hutus who didn't get involved during the genocide and who helped a few survivors to survive, and they got now they got a medal of in Rwanda we say abahanzi b'igihango, that is like is an oath they get that not get involved.
Can you mention it in Rwadis again?
Abarinzi b'igihango. Meaning like now I forgot the word in English. Yeah, but it's the oath that you was never get involved. Yes.
That we are saying that they are given a medal.
A medal, yeah, just they are recognized
for
protecting or not get involved.
Getting involved in the genocide.
In the genocide.
Yes. Now, I also asked about the memorial, genocide memorial. What purpose does it serve? Because it's really been preserved, and I've been there. And does it not give bad memory? What purpose does it serve?
So the memory, you have been in Kigali, memorial.
Yes.
So each county has a memory. For the genocide, the memorial of the genocide. What it served, it is our mess past. Your past, even if it's a bad past, is still yours.
It's your past.
You still want it. But it is a reminder of a bad governance. That if people have a bad governance, if people decide to kill each other, that is the result. You have seen the pictures of the people who existed, who died because of their tribes.
Who followed that route, and what happened. So that becomes a constant reminder.
No, in the genocide, they are just survivors of the genocide.
Right.
So a constant reminder, a child who is growing up, like my children, when we go there, we visit the memorial. I show them all my siblings, my parents. There are people who existed, who denied their life because of their tribe. So it is a constant reminder that if we fall again, that can happen.
That can happen.
Yes, again.
And what is your take yourself? Do you find yourself doing
my take during Gacaca?
Yes.
I got a closure. I got a closure because the killers could come and say, there is, for instance, there is one of my brother, we didn't know his whereabouts. how he has been killed. Even now, how my brother Olivier bought my life, I got to know during Gachacha. Is where he said, oh, actually, because now is community talking as a mediation. Oh, that your brother was in a tree. When we came towards there is where now he revealed himself. We got closure. Me as a survivor now, I got a closure during Gachacha. And I got a closure because I saw now the perpetrators of the genocide, at least now being punished. Being punished of their deeds. And it was a win-win situation. Yeah.
Impact of genocide. Do you feel like it has impact that has lasted, has continued, its impact continuing through to today? Do you still feel its impact that will be felt many years to come?
Yeah, impact, of course, we can't miss it, right, or we can't deny them, because now I miss my mother, right, I miss my siblings, and there are those constant reminder that even my children today, when they ask me, where is grandma, where is what, there are those explanation we have always to have. They are denied their life, especially for us, the survivors. Right. And impact on the country, we are reminded that when people turn to each other, that is the consequence. I think even now, even now the current government, they are aware that what can be happen when the population turn to each other. Yes.
So the impact is still being felt because
and it will run for
a long time. Yeah. Because the fact that I lost a relative is not anything I'm about to forget in the near future.
He was not sick. He was not what. I just lost him because of his tribe. Yeah. So the lesson may be the lesson we can get from it is because we are all human beings.
Yes.
If I dehumanize you, I will see you less a human being. And we are all human beings, and we have a right to live because we didn't give our life ourselves. Right. No one has a right to deny you the right to live. So we are all human beings, and we all deserve to live. Yeah. And now there is no need to turn to each other because of tribes, right, especially because of tribes. We have to deny the tribes. We have to overlook tribes to see you as a human being, right, like the way I want to my right to live as a human being.
Right.
Yes.
As we close, you can tell us about your book now.
Yeah, that is my book. That is my book. I wrote my memoir, my history, the genesis of the genocide, how it started, how it is unfolded, and the aftermath of the genocide. And the moral of the story is the forgiveness. We have to forgive each other. And the forgiveness is not a must, but it is a journey worth to do. It is doable. I got there to that journey, and I am directing people who are still struggling with forgiveness on how to do it. There is Jesus, the owner of the mercy, right, is thrown is still on the right hand of our Father, interceding for us. Whoever want to buy this book in Kenya, you can get in Nuria bookshop. And in Somanani, you can get the whole story. Thank you.
Are you able to get it online?
Yes.
You can also get it.
Yes.
You can also order it online.
Yes.
Okay. Then for that reason, can you tell us how the audience, those who want to reach out to you, and the praise and honor of this book, yes, how can they reach you? Maybe you can tell them.
Okay, my contact is 070-814-7273. My email is umujojo3 gmail.com. You can reach to me if you have many questions, any other question you can ask. I am always available. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Anything else that you feel deep in your heart you have not asked, but you feel you don't want to go with it?
Yeah.
You can share with us.
No, I'm just grateful.
Yes.
Just this channel is belong to Christians as well.
Yes.
I think is the right channel to channel my message of forgiveness.
Yes.
And yeah, thank you, Asante Sana.
Thank you so much. So welcome thank you so much for coming to us and sharing your story. Viewers, we want to request you to subscribe to Susie Yule Dadem channel. Share our contacts, and also, there is that notification bell. Please touch it so that alongside good stories like this, you will be able to see other testimonies. As we have always said here, some of us have gone through difficult moments. Our sister has gone very difficult moments of life, but she comes at Susie Yule Dadem, sharing her story, smiling, not crying. Not crying. Just like we say, we look positively, regardless of the experience we have gone through, that we are able to go through difficult moments in life and still come out of them triumphantly, victoriously, just like she is saying that her brother gave his life for her, because she has a mission to preach about repentance, forgiveness, and reconciliation.
Yes.
Thanks so much for
Asante
coming
sana.
to us.
Yes, asante sana. Thank you.
Looking forward to meeting you again.
Karibu.
Bye.
Bye.